Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay, I wanted to talk about Paul Young. Okay, Paul Young is Memphis's new mayor. Okay, and there had been a lot of talk about people felt like that Paul Young was going to win, and I watched the race really closely. They felt like either he was going to win or they felt like Bonner was going to win. And I always felt like um, Paul Young had the edge over Bonner. I thought that it would be a real close between Paul Young and Willie Harrington. But we see that Paul Young kind of beat all of them kind of 3-1, right? And as I said before, I know Paul Young's family. I went to their church for years, for many years. His father just died, I believe, back in Bishop Young back in December because he died a little bit before my dad did. And when I got, you know, they do a lot of amazing things at their church. And so I knew with Paul Young because he and his sister Dorcas and his brother David, they've always, had key positions, within the city. Paul Young kind of always held key positions. You never heard anything bad about him, and I could say for the most part, their family was definitely good people. Is definitely good people, right? And so I know a lot of people wonder if there's going to be a change. I feel like as far as um fresh new ideas, innovation, Paul and them are very big on education. Okay. Innovative new things as far as for businesses, especially new businesses and things of that nature. I kind of see the way that they worked. Pastor Diane, their mother, she was always really big on helping people to at her church to get jobs, right? So I could definitely see that. I don't believe with Paul Young that as far as flourishing, I don't believe that the city is going to stay stagnant. I don't. If I y'all know I'm very honest, right? If I felt like that, I would say it, but I just don't feel that way. I believe that Paul is going to put people in key positions. That's going to be about education. Because if I'm not mistaken, his brother David is a teacher. If I'm not mistaken, his brother David is a teacher. So, and that's because I had the opportunity, even though it was years ago, I went to their church to experience that, right? Of how they believed in helping the community economically. Okay. So I think as far as that, I do believe that you're going to start seeing a change in that as far as business grants and things of that nature. I believe that Paul is going to make that it's not going to be a secrecy in that office. He's going to make that more accessible because there was kind of like a secrecy with Jim Strickland's organization. And the reason I say that is because someone had told me, another politician had told me about some monies that it came in for minority businesses, and they gave me the person to call. And when I called the person, she was like, "How you get my number?" And she wanted to know who told you about it. And once she saw, and I said, "Oh, I just heard about it." And she was really shocked because they were not promoting that. She then forwarded me to somebody else. She wanted to see if I was somebody that was in the end. So I don't believe that Paul Young is going to do that. I know a lot of people are wanting to know if he's going to get rid of CJ Davis. As I said before, Paul Young and them are good people. I don't see him just coming in getting rid of people. I'm sure he's going to bring in his own administration. I think he's going to see what he can if I think he's going to give CJ Davis a chance to see what happens, right? I don't see Paul just going in and just he may, but I don't see him just getting rid of people. Like I said, those are real good people. I think he's going to assess the situation and watch it And if it doesn't get better, then you may see a change. Okay. But Paul Young he's young. He came from a good family, raised really good. So I could see it going in a good direction, especially as far as for young people that are starting businesses. I just do. I really get a real good feeling about that. But I know a lot of people, even on the outside of Memphis, want to know about what's going to happen with the police director. I don't know if he's going to get rid of the police director right off. He may. I don't know, but uh, I don't know. I know. I think that's something, because I don't know if Paul Young touched on that when he was doing his debates. Now I know a lot of people talked about how Dr. Harrington said that as soon as he was elected, CJ Davis would be unappointed. I don't know if I ever heard Paul say that, but he definitely talked about a safer Memphis, that he planned to incorporate some situations to make it safer. The problem isn't the police, okay? The problem is the shortage of police and the laws that are in place. A lot of people don't know their government. A lot of these laws that are put in place have made it harder for criminals, like stuff that they put in place where these criminals are getting right back up out of jail and stuff like that. I think people need to learn about their government and start attacking that, putting people in office. If you want the laws to be harder, that are going to make the laws more stringent, right? But as far as hiring more police, he could definitely do that. He could get with the police chief about incorporating more stings like Blue Crush, all of that. Hey, work with the DA's office on quite a bit of stuff to make it a safer Memphis for real. But as far as it's Paul Young's family, I went to their church for many years. Paul Young and them are really, really good people. When people say, well, I think, he's going to be another AC Ward, and I don't see that happening because Paul Young and them is led by God for real. Okay. And the reason I say that is that was one of the churches. There have only been two churches that I've gone to where there was prosperity. Okay. What I'm talking about, I saw true prosperity in my life because of the spirit around the people, and that was one of the churches, right? And I saw firsthand how Paul Young and them were. They weren't fake or anything like that. And y'all know I don't kiss no tail. I'm telling the truth. When folks ain't right, I'm gonna tell y'all they ain't right. But those are some truly good people. Okay. So when folks are saying, well, he ain't got the experience, that's something I always talk about. That, we cannot keep electing the same types of people, okay, just because we're saying somebody else don't have experience. We have to, if we're not satisfied with one style of situation, then we have to put somebody else in office and give them the opportunity to see if they will do something different, right? And so, yeah, Memphis has a new mayor. As far as CJ Davis, I don't know if he's gonna, you know, get rid of her at this point. And the reason I say is because I know Paul Young and them are not, mean people. Okay, he may give CJ a chance to see if he can sit with her, and then they can come, because the mayor is really who runs it, the city, and the police department. If they can incorporate some ideas, and he might hire some advisors, to work with her. She may want to exit herself if she does not like his style of what he wants her to do. She may decide to leave. Who knows? But yeah, Memphis has a new mayor, and I think it's going to be interesting. I think a lot of people are shocked, but it was about 300-400 people in the race. Okay, it was, but I think a lot of people are in shock. But it was a lot of young people because their church and I'm talking about his parents' church, and because of them, they've had a lot of influence, a lot of good influence on the younger people. He was able to really, because of their influence in the community, their positive influence, he was really able to get the younger people out to vote. Okay. He was really able to do that, right? But yeah, Memphis has a new mayor, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm really interested in seeing. I just don't see anything. I just don't see anything bad happening as far as I'm concerned with Paul. Like I said, I just don't see anything bad happening. I don't. I really think as far as the younger generation, you're going to start to see a lot of positive things as far as programs and things of that nature move forward. I really do. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I'll talk with you guys later.